He was 17, and the world felt too heavy for his small shoulders. The streets around him were loud with other people's dreams, while his own heart kept whispering for something more. He used to wake before the sun just to have a few quiet minutes before the noise began. He would sit near the old bridge and watch the water move, as if it carried all the secrets he could never say. His clothes were simple, his shoes torn, but his eyes held a light that refused to die. Every morning he promised himself that one day he would become someone who mattered not to the world, maybe but to himself. School was not kind. He was quiet, and others mistook his silence for weakness. Teachers often said he lacked focus. They never saw the sleepless nights the way he studied under a dim street lamp, because electricity at home came and went like luck. His father worked far away and sent little. His mother stitched clothes until her hands ached. Yet she smiled every time he brought home a good grade, as if that small paper could feed them both. Hope was their only real meal, and he learned to taste it slowly. One evening, rain poured so hard that the roof began to leak. He placed pots to catch the drops and sat beside his mother. She looked at him and said, "The light outside will fade, but the one inside you must never die." He did not understand then, but her words stayed floating in his chest like a small candle, waiting for its time to burn brighter. Days passed, months blurred. He failed an important exam and felt his world collapsing. Friends laughed, opportunity slipped through his fingers, and every night he lay awake, asking the ceiling why the light inside him felt smaller each day. Then one morning he met an old man near the bridge, the same place where he watched the water. The man fed stray dogs and hummed songs from another era. The boy asked why he cared for animals. No one noticed. The man smiled and said, "Because when you give light to others, you find your own." He laughed softly, walked away, and left the boy standing with a new thought glowing behind his eyes. From that day, the boy started helping where he could, carrying books for elders, cleaning the park, teaching younger kids free lessons under a tree. He did not know it then, but every act of kindness added another spark to his fading flame. He began to believe that greatness was not about applause. It was about endurance, about doing small things with a full heart. Each evening, he wrote down 3 things he was thankful for. Sometimes they were simple: a piece of bread, a smile from his mother, the color of the sunset. Months later, he tried the exam again. He studied harder with calmness rather than fear. And when the results came, he passed not with the top marks, but with the quiet pride of someone who refused to quit. His mother cried again, but this time her tears were pure joy. He looked at the sky and felt something shift inside him. It was not the end of struggle, but the beginning of understanding. He realized that life would never be easy, but light was never meant to live in comfort.